You should write them down.
I do. Got it all down. I've got nothing but windows. I don't ever remember that was a pheasant.
Nook, here.
No turkey
Here.
chasing.
Come here. Well, we're up at the fields today. Another nice day, although it's not raining yet. It's supposed to rain at 1 o'clock. Looks like the fog's rolling in from that way.
Didn't see that on the forecast.
Yeah, it was on this morning from about 1 o'clock. Just patches of rain, not pouring down. But ooh, nearly got his mouth, I think.
By the time you got here, Nook.
You look like you've been in a dungeon.
All gone, Kate. It's been rolling back around.
Yes. No, you're not having so many now. We've got to cut down. Mr. Vetty Man said you're having too many. He said about Kane for the size of the Brevecto. He said, is your other dog as big as Kane? I says he's bigger. I says he's 48 to 50 kilograms.
No.
He said, oh my God.
Good boy.
No scratching. Also, go to the vets again. No.
He's like, ah. Yeah, I told you what. Yeah. I went to Bristol bring some, you know, those freeze-dried.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I, strangely enough, took Jess's out with me yesterday, the
Yeah.
turkey ones.
Yeah.
And I think
Stop it.
She
Good.
said on there she should have sent a mishmash of both so they could each try
Each other's, yeah.
I said, oh, I'll take some. I saw it this morning and I said, oh, I'll take some out this morning and we can try, we can share them.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah. That's
I
me
went
all
upstairs
over.
even to do it and I still forgot to put them. But I will bring them. But they're light, aren't they? There's nothing to them.
They're like cork, bits of cork.
Yeah.
But they love them.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
I got some from Zoo Plus with the cat food.
Yeah.
And we tried them yesterday. These ones were duck and apple. And I thought, oh, but Kane loved them. Well, Bray eats anything anyway, but Kane kept asking for them.
And these are just turkey.
I was wondering either to stop the treats and go to chicken,
Yeah.
or, because what I tend to do, I've been doing for a couple of months now for some reason, having bags of mixed treats. So like I've got some of those freeze-dried ones, some of the crunchy ones, some of the fish ones, all in a bag. And I was wondering whether to just stick to one
Oh, and see what
each day and see what happens. Yeah, see if they scratch more.
I'd have to have the same.
Well, that's true, yeah.
Mixture of all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that. Way of eliminating. Actually, Jamie did something similar to that with sugar. He stopped it because when I meet him in the field, I take the treats up, obviously, and give to sugar.
Yeah.
And he says, don't, it was chicken he was trying. Don't give him that because it's got chicken in it. He said, give him some of these.
Yeah.
And did it that way.
Because I'm wondering whether chicken was one of the problems with Kane, because I remember something about chicken, because I remember reading chicken's quite common for allergies, and yet they tell you if you've got a poorly tummy, chicken and rice, and they're the two things that everyone kept saying, oh, he's probably allergic to that.
Yeah. Sherpa's allergic to rice.
Yeah, grain. But
I'm not sure now how that affects him now, whether it was his skin or...
stop biting. Stop biting. Otherwise we'll be back at the vet, man. Now look, where's your stick? Where's your stick? Go and get it.
No.
Go and get your stick. No. Kane, you're not having treats all the time. See,
He got it in his hand. He's going to give it to Nook because he's just got...
yeah. Hello. Hello. I haven't got any, look, all gone. Haven't got any treats. Bray's enjoying himself playing with a stick.
Don't look at me like that.
It is raining in the wind, isn't it?
Looks like it might come over. Look at that.
Yeah. I spent all morning on the phone to different people
Yeah.
that I was going to cook, I was going to do mince for tea, carrot and onions and that, and I was going to cook that. So when I come in tonight, all I've got to do is warm it up. Never got around to getting it out of the fridge, let alone anything else.
I think we got beans on toast tonight.
Yeah,
Well, we had stew yesterday, stew the day before.
right.
What did we have the day before that?
I did think about stew actually.
It's stew weather, isn't it?
Yeah, I looked at the stew meat yesterday and I thought there's a lot of fat in that, so I didn't get it. I got mince instead. But
It's going to rain now.
it's raining now. It waits for us to come out and then it says, right, we're going to get you all wet. Kane, stop scratching.
You got your new, not antibiotics, the other one.
Yeah, he's got another course of antibiotics and another course of steroids.
For both of them?
Yeah. Yep. So we'll see how that goes. Hope it goes better than this playing today because they're doing absolutely nothing. Hmm.
The only time I didn't get those virus things coming up on my computer is when I was playing, or did you? Because I did it on wide screen, on
Yeah.
screen. But they were there because when I got back there were 20 notifications.
And leave my stick alone. This is my stick.
Its leg definitely looks better.
Yeah.
Just don't bash it, right?
Oh, what have you heard now?
They all stopped at once.
Bray, stop scratching. Stop scratching. I can hear voices as well.
Can you?
Yeah. Don't know if it's a bikes or something riding by. It's unusual. You can't hear them.
We could up.
Sorry?
The scarf from here.
Yeah, it was lovely over there yesterday. Nearly late for the vets yesterday because we were just wandering around.
Such a big expanse.
I know.
When you say when you get to the top, is it a fence, did you say?
I'm sure there's a fence I could see, but according to that woman on the horse, you can go right round from Bartini, right round. So perhaps it's just the track. I don't know because I haven't been up there. But I say when it gets,
A long way up.
yeah, when it gets a bit more nicer weather, spring, I might go up there.
Oh, they'll put cows on then.
Sorry?
They'll put cows or horses or something on.
Yeah. I'm surprised they're not already because it is so big.
That's where they were in the field.
Yeah, it was, yeah. They've put lots of sheds in that field now and they're doing, I don't know what they're doing. There's 3 sheds in the field and they were digging up like a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing. And now they've put like tarpaulin over the holes and a massive
I
hole.
remember them. I've seen on your video.
Yeah,
I said it could be a dig. No,
yeah.
it could be, I suppose. And they're
Kane.
trying to protect it from the elements.
Yeah. I'll beat you with my stick.
Oh, I Nan put something on about how well they get on, and,
Yeah.
and I wrote her a pretty long message, and one of these virus things came up, and I somehow managed to click something, and the bloody message went.
Oh
And
no.
I just didn't have the
Yeah, no.
write it again.
I was saying to the vet that we see you every day, and because I was saying Nook hasn't got what they've got, because he's not scratching, so it can't be contagious or anything.
No. What did he say to that?
No, he says, he says, I bet you have a good run around with a husky. I said, yeah. It's usually us running around looking for him. But, yeah, I mean, it's the same as fleas. He says, have you got cats? Could it be fleas? I said, well, even if it was fleas, Nook would have fleas then. Because they see him every day virtually.
They roll them in there.
Yeah.
It's stuck together like glue, aren't they?
Yeah.
All the time.
And I says, not only that, if there was fleas, I would get bitten, that's for sure.
And James would.
Yeah. But absolutely sure I would get bitten, whatever happened. He said, it's funny, he said, because my wife and I, if we go away on holiday, he said she gets bitten from head to toe with mosquitoes and I've got nothing on me. I said, well, they obviously like chocolate because I eat a lot of that. So fleas obviously like chocolate. If there's any fleas, they'll bite me. Horse flies as well.
Oh, yeah. We didn't get many of those last year, did we? It was too cold.
Yeah, we didn't see it as many as...
Just 1 or 2.
Yeah. That's the only downside to summer.
Yeah.
You're missing them, look, quick.
Pains. Cut them tiny, so tinier than tiny. So you've just got little bits.
Hang on. See,
You
it
don't
can't be boredom because he's scratching and he's playing as well.
Yeah, and he stops playing to scratch.
And get a treat.
Yeah.
I've put some of those salmon biscuits in as well, so
Oh God, you just had
a bit of a change. Has it stopped raining now? Oh, good. Take my hood off.
You don't watch Spotlight News, do you?
No,
There was,
don't usually watch any of it.
no. They were
Cooking.
talking about seals last night. And
Yeah.
Dogs and seals and jet skis. And
Oh yeah.
seals.
Yeah.
And it showed a picture. I know they showed it last year or the year before of a dog exactly the same as Nook.
I remember that. Yeah.
They showed
Yeah.
it again last night like this, and he's got his
Yeah.
back, he's got his back there. And Jamie sent he must have taken a picture of it, and he sent it to me. He said, "Is this Nook?"
Yeah. No, it
Snarky
wasn't.
voices, and I said, I said, no, it wasn't Nook. I said, but you can bet your life people.
Everybody's going to
think
blame
is.
it. Yeah.
Couldn't be more similar to Nook if it tried.
I know.
I don't remember anybody saying anything at the time though.
It's like I was saying. Did I tell you about? I saw Maureen the other week, and
did,
she
yeah.
said about the 2 greyhounds on the beach,
Yeah, he
they're
did.
terrorising everyone. And I was saying to James at home, I'm so glad we don't go down there now, because people would say, there's a woman here with 2 big dogs, and they would instantly think it was us.
Yeah.
That would be our fault. In fact, some bloke stopped me yesterday. Stop. He's scratching more than ever today, I think, Kane.
Is he scratching the bit where he took the fur from?
No, he's scratching all over. Oh, I think the sun's trying to break through. Sorry?
A little plane or a helicopter?
Yeah.
Can't see it.
No.
Yeah, the sun's trying.
No one seems very interested in playing today. Thanks for all your inquiries about the itching and scratching. I went to the vets yesterday and they did a scraping, and he's looked at it underneath. I spoke to him this morning. He's looked at the sample under a microscope. There's no mites, bugs, flea bites, ringworm, anything like that they thought it might be causing an allergy. So the next option was to send it off to a lab. But apparently I thought it was to determine what an allergy test, but it's not. It's to find out whether it's a bacterial or viral allergy. And that's the difference of whether antibiotics are going to help or not. Well, we do know that the antibiotics have helped Kane, because his has dried up being on antibiotics. So I didn't see the actual point of that, paying, I think it was £150 just to find out that, yeah, he's on antibiotics and that should be helping. So the next thing would be an allergy test, a proper allergy test. But we're going to wait till the antibiotics finish and go from there. But they seem very itchy today. Ray's scratching again. Kane's been scratching all the time. I don't know why. I've got them different things. People have said live yogurts, and they won't eat the live yogurts. They won't. Ray's tried it, doesn't like it. Kane won't try it. Got probiotic drinks, won't try them. Worse than kids, they really are. Good. Stop scratching. It's just weird because they haven't been scratching at all. And we get in here and they're scratching. And that was even before they had any treats.
Well, they were scratching in the car.
That's what I mean, before they've had any treats. But they haven't been scratching at home. I just don't understand it.
Scratching yesterday.
He said it might be pollen.
From what?
Trees.
Well, not yet.
Yeah, January trees. Some trees are. Because I have antihistamines from January. Well, I have them all year. But, what? You look a right mess.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Where have you been in some ditch or something? No, you're not having any. No, all gone. We're cutting back on these treats now. No, Kane. Thing is, with those freeze-dried ones, I gave them to him like Smarties yesterday while he was having at the vet's, while he was having everything done, just to keep him happy. So he's thinking, oh, I like this. Stop scratching. Yeah, you tell him. You don't do it, do you? Not much. Go on, Bray, get him. Get him, Bray. Where's Kane? Let's find Kane's belly. Where's Kane's belly? Where's Kane's belly? Oh, you got up. Well, that's no good. How can I scratch your belly? Ooh. I don't want my belly scratched. There we go. There we go. Nice big fat belly. Eh? Nice big fat belly. Oh, mummy's baby. Yeah. Yeah. They're nearly catching me up. With the steroids, antibiotics and antihistamines every day. Oof. Ah! Am I still alive? I wonder if this is already hell. I wonder if we're already dead and we're in hell. I can't hold that. Concentrate here. Oh, it's a lorry. Yeah, it looks different with a plank of wood on top. Mummy's having a funny turn.
This side. Get down, you're going to get back.
Seagulls seem particularly noisy today. Where? Oh, over there.
Nook,
Nook, come here. Here. Here.
Wait, come here.
Nook, what's this?
No.
Come on.
Come on, quick.
Quick, quick. Go, boy. Come on.
I can smell poo somewhere.
Yeah, it's in your hand. What? And? Is that your stone? I think I might get some of those frozen pasties for tea.
Oh, probably better than that.
Not the ones you got. No.
I think Nook thought he was going home because he was on his leave.
It was an exercise.
Yeah.
Gonna play? Gonna play? I want Mummy Sue to play.
No, you weren't meant to hear.
He's got exceptional hearing.
Especially when treats are.
Yeah. He can hear everything.
Okay, Bray, I mean, can't keep giving them to you.
No, Bray, you're not having them all the time.
Stop scratching and you can have more treats. No. No. Sorry.
No. No.
Now you see some dessert. No.
I'll eat dirt if I can't have a treat, yeah. Kane's thinking, I'm not going that far. Go on, go and play. Yeah, you got a bit close to his stone then, didn't you? Did you see that? Were you watching that?
No, I wasn't.
Well, Nook was eating the dirt, but he was getting closer and closer to Kane's stone until his nose touched the stone. And he looked at Kane, Kane looked at him, and he ran over here. Much later, no, I'm not going to have your stone.
Oh,
Nothing was said, no growling, nothing.
no. It's a mutual understanding.
Yeah, that is my stone.
I wonder if that's the lady for that car.
Oh, it might be. I wouldn't want to do the same walk every day if I didn't have dogs, would you?
No.
That would bore me, doing exactly the same thing every day.
We never used to, did we? We used to go all over.
No, not us. I mean that woman.
Oh, I see.
That woman, she seems to be walking this way 3 or 4 times a week. But it's the same walk and she hasn't got a dog or anything.
No, I wouldn't go to the same place every day.
No.
You used to go out Pudgy every day. But from here, you've got lots of
Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't have that.
yeah. I'm surprised there isn't more people. Not that I want them there, but I've got the stacks. Shut up! Oi! Careful! I'm going back to me dirt.